Hi everyone. Today we're going to have a look at the emergency stop. This is just a short video on me teaching a driving instructor how to perform this exercise, but the learners don't need to worry. The same process applies. I hope it helps. What we're going to have a go at is the emergency stop. All right. On your part 2 test, you will do an emergency stop, but do you know, learners, how many, will every single test do an emergency stop? No, they don't. It's about 1 in 3, okay? Because you'd have the examiners off with neck and back injuries all the time, so they've determined that out of their 7 tests that they do throughout the day, they'll probably do 2 on average. Yeah. All right, 2 emergency stops throughout the day. So, pupils, we need to teach them no mirror check, quick reaction. Quicker reaction the better. The sooner we can get to the brake pedal, the sooner it's going to start slowing down and stopping. Why don't we check our mirrors?
Why don't we? Because if it came to it and it was a real emergency stop, you wouldn't have time to.
Perfect. Yeah, and there's nothing you would see in your mirrors that would make you run a child over anyway. Yeah. So good. No mirror checks, quick reaction. Hold the wheel a little bit tighter, okay? Because the weight goes over the front wheels of the car. I'll show you with my phone. So as we brake, the weight goes over the front, so the front can go a little bit heavier. Yeah. It's also quite important to do all your braking in a straight line. Although this car's got ABS, which we're going to discuss in a mo, it still can skid. And the back of the car can skid. Okay, so if you were ever driving down the road and the back of your car skidded that way, which way should you steer? That way, yeah, good. Okay, no problems. And vice versa, if it skidded to the right, you'd steer to the right, that's fine. So we know about no mirror checks, quick reaction, hold the wheel a little bit tighter. We're after getting onto the brake obviously as soon as we can, but the way that we use the brake is not a stamp. Yeah. What would happen if you were to stamp on the brakes?
Would you be more likely to skid?
Lock the wheels, yes. However, in this car you won't, and in your car you won't with ABS, but we'll have a gab about that in a second. But yeah, cars without ABS, you stamp on the brakes, they lock the wheels, and what you should do is come off, reapply really quickly until you either come to a stop or gain control of your car. So that ain't going to happen in this because it's got ABS. How do you tell whether a car's got ABS, Carly? Any idea?
No.
When you start it, there'll be a little ABS light on the dashboard, won't there? Alright, do you need us to turn the car off and let you have a look at that? Or you're alright with you seeing with that? It's something that we often see but don't really realise we see. So yeah, if the ABS light stayed on once you've started the car, there's a problem with the ABS. Alright, so that's how you can tell whether it's got it. Anti-lock braking system, there are sensors around the wheels which sense when the wheels lock, realise that, and take off the pressure and reapply it for us. Right. So it does exactly the same as I've just said to you about locking the wheels. So when ABS works, it's really important that you understand that there's a juddering in the pedal, which is totally normal. Okay. Sometimes there's some funny grinding noises as well. Whatever you do, let the ABS fix it and sort it. Okay. ABS works really well in good weather, like we've got today. Works pretty good in wet weather as well. It doesn't work well in ice or snow because it never really allows the car enough braking to actually slow down, because it's always, oh, I'll try to brake, I can't, off. Oh, we'll try again, oh, I can't, off. Yeah. And that's what happens. So the only way that you can do braking in ice or snow is to be gentle and smooth. Yeah. All right, but in the conditions we've got today, if the ABS kicks in, that's fine, it's not an issue. The way that you do the braking in the emergency stop is heavily but smoothly, and it should always be progressive, bits at a time. You should never lessen the pressure, you should always increase. So you should do more and more and more and more until the car comes safely to a stop. So we come to a stop. How long is the car going to take to stop? 30 miles an hour. Remember what it says in the highway code, stopping distances? Honestly. Ooh, go on. You're saying 75 feet. Okay. All right. Let's have a little look. How far away is 75 feet? Pick something out that's 75 feet away.
How many feet? What's it in
Meters, 23 meters.
That lamppost there?
No, that's about 3 times that, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
do you see how pointless the stopping distances are? Honestly, it's somewhere in between where these manhole covers are and the white lines start in the middle of the road. Okay, at 30 miles an hour, that's approximately 23 meters, 75 feet. But honestly, they're a waste of time as far as I'm concerned, because you don't go, oh no, this kid's jumped out on the road in front of me. It's 74 feet away. Oh no, I'm not going to stop. It's a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
Modern cars stop way sooner than that anyway, but you do have to understand the things that do affect how quickly we stop. Can you give us any things that affect how quickly we stop?
Road surface.
Brilliant. Yeah, this road surface is pretty good. It's all in one piece, not got loads of potholes or loose or anything. Great. Anything else?
Weather was said.
Weather, yeah, weather. Doubled in the rain. In the wet, ice or snow could be 10 times as much. Really good. Anything else? What about the brakes or the tyres?
Yeah, condition of car.
Yeah, the condition of the car, the mechanical aspects, that's really good. What about uphill or downhill?
Yeah.
Affects it, doesn't it? Yeah, really good. What about fat people in the car like Ashley? Don't laugh.
Stop sooner.
It actually doesn't. The extra weight might make it take longer to stop. Think of a lorry compared to a motorbike. Okay? You affect it massively though. Okay, it's really what we're trying to do today. We're trying to make sure that you react in the correct way and operate the car properly. Speed's the other big thing for me. 30 miles an hour is 75 feet. If we double the speed, it goes up to 240 feet. So when you double your speed, you can quadruple your actual stopping distance. All right, it's massively important to be slow with as kids around. So we've come to a stop. We've saved a kid's life. We'll need to declutch along the way as well, as long as it's brake before clutch. Try and remember BBC. Not too fussed with that. We've come to a stop. Secure the car. Put your handbrake on. Select neutral. Relax. Take your foot off the brake. Allow the brakes to sort of like release, because they've got a lot of stored up sort of like energy in them. Let them release. But then what I'd like you to do while you sat there on the road is touch your brake pedal a little bit as well. Why do you think that is, Carly?
Any
idea?
Extra security to make sure you
good. What if you got hit from behind?
Yeah.
You then got less chance of going into the kid in front? Yeah, good. It's also for me a warning.
Right.
Shows people behind we're doing something. All right, we're braking. Okay, and then on your test, the examiner will say, that's great, Carly, thank you very much. I want you to do that again, drive them when you're ready. Then, because we're in the middle of the road, we've got some observations to do. So, the observations that we're going to have to do are going to be a 6-point check all the way around the car. So what we usually do, we start off with the least dangerous side, which here, because I'm parked on the left side of the road, is going to be my left shoulder. So I'm looking over this left shoulder to ensure that there's no one in that area. And what I'm actually going to do as well is move my head. I'm going to ensure that I look all the way around these pillars. I then sweep around past this door pillar, again making certain that I look behind it until I get to my left door mirror. My left door mirror, I'm looking for anyone coming up this side. Again, sweep around the pillar and make certain that I look up ahead in front and assess what's going on out there. Then we go over to the centre mirror to assess what's going on behind, and then continue to my right door mirror to see who's coming down the side. And then the last check that we need to make is our right blind spot, making certain again we move our head both sides of this pillar so we can see absolutely everything over that blind spot area. And it's everywhere. It's a 6-point check. Left shoulder, left mirror in front, centre mirror, right shoulder. Checking no one's about. If there's people around, you might have to sometimes put a left signal on to say you're staying there. If they stop behind you, put a right signal on to say you're moving. You might have to do certain things depending on the situation that we're in. But then literally you'll do your check everywhere and get going when it's safe. On your test, your examiner will park you in on the left first. They will not ask you to do an emergency stop just in the middle of the test and shout stop suddenly. They'll always park you on the left first. explain what they want you to do. They'll then get you to drive on. They'll then check around over shoulders and make sure it's all clear, because don't forget, you don't have to check your mirrors. And then they'll put the hand up to the windscreen like this and say, stop. And that's the point you react as if that child ran off the road in front of you. Okay. Normally what I do at this point with my learners is I go through a dry run with the feet. Honestly, Carly, you're a full licence holder.
Yeah.
So we'll just have a go.
Yeah, alright.
Alright with that?
Yeah.
Good. Honestly, what I normally do with pupils as well, try and remember this one for when you're delivering this and doing this, we build up in speed as well. We start off quite slow, maybe 10 miles an hour, do a stop, sort it out, and then build up in speed, 10, 15, 20, 25. When you get proficient at that particular speed, we then go up to the next one. But honestly, Carly, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick you straight at 20. We'll have a go at that. I'll make sure everything's good. And then if everything's good, we'll have another go a little bit higher, maybe towards 30.
Alright.
Any questions before we go?
No.
Did you notice what I did a couple of moments ago regarding the back seat? What did I reach into the back seat for? Didn't see me?
No, no.
It's alright. There was a pad on the back seat, so all I'm doing, I'm just clearing shop, if you like, because if you're braking really heavily, you don't want stuff all flying off in the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions before we go? So remember, I'll check around, tell you to stop, and you react as if that child ran off the road in front of you, secure it all up, and then I'll say that's great, drive them when you're ready, and then you do your stuff and go.
Yeah, okay.
Happy?
Yeah.
Go on then, off you go.
So to move, I've got to look at 3 minutes and all.
Yeah, normal checks, normal checks, Carly, well done. Happy.
Okay.
Boss. Okay, get going. Good, 20 miles an hour, third gear, and then settle. Any second I may ask you to stop, Carly. Try not to go faster, just 20 will do for now. Stop. Okay, sound. Secure your car. Relax. Press the brake lightly again. Good. And watch. Things could be going on, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, sound. That's cool. You can drive them when you're ready.
Okay.
Have you checked your left shoulder behind me? So make sure you're moving your head everywhere around every single pillar and look at every single thing. Happy?
Okay.
Good. Off we go. And you can find us somewhere safe to parking on the left a sec.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, there's fine, Carly. That's good. Alright, secure your car. Alright, relax. How do you think that went?
I've missed the clutch with my other foot, to be honest, but the braking itself was fine.
Okay. Reaction, first of all, was good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No problems with that. I usually don't have to go through a dry run with full licence holders. Yeah. Missed the clutch. Does it matter that the car stalls in that situation?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Makes no difference whatsoever.
Wouldn't get failed on it? No.
Far from it. There's no issues with that whatsoever. It matters if you stall it after you've stopped.
Right.
Before you secure it, because then it would jump forward.
Yeah.
But on the stall,
okay,
while you're moving, not an issue, not a problem. I did feel as though you were being really kind to my car.
Right.
Okay. You're probably just being polite. Honestly, that needed to be a fair bit heavier.
Okay.
Mark out of 10, and the mark out of 10 is going to be based on this. If I gave you 5 out of 10, that means you could have stopped in half the distance or broke twice as much.
Right.
Onto that was about an 8. So I need a bit more from you.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
Not a massive amount more, but I do need a little bit more from you.
Okay.
So we're going to have another go. If you were teaching a pupil and he didn't quite get that stop done at 20 miles an hour perfectly, do you think you should raise the speed? No, we're not going to either. We're going to have another go at 20.
Okay.
All right. Again, I'll do my check around, tell you to stop. This time, don't be kind to my car.
Okay.
Stop it on its nose.
Yeah.
Really important. All right. When you're ready, we'll drive on.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get going, Carly. We might have to go before the corner. Okay. Up to third. Make sure you stop at any second. Stop. There you go. Now secure it. Relax. Remember, take your foot off the brake. reapply it for a little bit of security, chill and watch, and now drive them when you're ready. Good, good, good. Anyone about?
Nope.
Cracker, off we go. That was loads better.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 all round. Did you feel a little grumble? I'll be interested to see what people think about the emergency stop. When you've done it, maybe on your lessons, how did you find it? Please leave a comment below, and as always, thanks a lot for watching.